Welcome back to Muddling Through Minecraft. This is pretty wild here, so I figured we'd start here. In the end, on the hunt for some more elytra. J-Boy Crew lost all of his in the nether. Actually, he didn't lose all of his in the nether. He knows right where they are. It's just that, well, they're in the nether right now, and he needs to be able to get to them. And so I figured I'd come out and find a couple. I had like 7 elytra at one point. I don't know what I did with them all. So figured I'd come out anyway. And then I'm out here checking things out, and I come across 2 ships right here. So just thought I'd share that, and we'd maybe get these guys together, see what the loot boxes have, and then get this episode started. Alright, elytra number 1 from these. Oh, look at that, 7 diamonds. Ooh, those aren't bad boots at all. Bunch of gold ingots, and in this one some more gold. Got no interest in any of that, but I will take the emeralds. More diamonds. Oh, get up and go. Eat, 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 eat. Don't die out here. That may be the best way to take on an in-city folks, is just to jump in at times and grab the loot if that's what you're looking for. It is much safer and faster than going through all the shulkers. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time out here. Again, I want these elytra so that we can have some extras. Again, I had like a shulker box that had like 7 elytra in it after my last in-city raid, and I don't know where that box went, but we are going to go ahead and get ourselves plenty of stuff around here. And there's a 3rd in-city over here. No ship, but we'll at least go ahead and take a look at the loot real quickly. Nothing worthwhile there. At least we got another diamond pick out of the deal, so we will be happy with that. Head home and get started on a few more renovations around the base. I don't know what direction I need to head from here. Alright, we have left J-Boy Crew and elytra here, and we will leave some firework rockets with it. I'm sure he's probably got some somewhere, but that way he can get back to the nether and get what he needs. Let's head over to the base and see what's going on. Right after I dropped off his elytra, I got off for the night, and we are in the next day in real life, and he has already gone and gotten his stuff and returned it. So our elytra is back up, now under a pink arrow of wool. And I have been working on our farm area again. And you'll notice that there's been some design change here. We'll go up top and take a look at it in just a second. And there's a lot of cobble and stone. We're going to need to come back and texture this quite a bit better. But I really like the shape that this has taken this time around. You can just kind of take a look at it and see that it's a lot less straight. There's a little bit more organicness to it. I think this wall, once we get some mossy cobble and things like that in there, it's not going to look so monochromatic. Maybe we can get a couple other things in there, a light post or something like that hanging off that wall that'll break it up a little bit. But overall, should look pretty good. I've also been working over here on the next window to the Hobbit hole, and that is up into our quote-unquote collections hallway, let's call it. And working on that has forced me then to work on the slope up by the stairs. And you can see I've got all kinds of green in there. And of course, we've got a couple of not green spots that we need to take care of. But today, what I'd like to start with is that I want to be able to texture this and really get it looking good. So I need mossy cobble, mossy stone brick. I want some of those green variants of the bricks. So I need vines. Well, thankfully, we have this great jungle behind us. But why not make a farm? that's a farm that I haven't made before, and so we are going to head over to the desert, clear ourselves out a spot, kind of up on this the hill of this mesa over here, and make ourselves a vine farm. So I've measured things out here to make sure that we have the correct spacing for what I'm wanting to build here. And this is a build from Pixel Riffs, a vine farm from one of his survival guides. If it still works, when we're done here, I'll link his tutorial video in the description. But it is based on mechanics from the original ice farms from Nimbon, and this is just vines instead of ice. So I'm going to go ahead and get this laid out. Basically, we've just got a bunch of S curves of waterways that will get pushed through, and we'll have vines hanging down, and we'll take our shears and we'll be cutting vines as we get pushed along the waterways here. And we'll add some collection somewhere so that the vines don't just continually run around the system. We are nearly ready to start hanging vines in this farm. We are finalizing a few things here. And this is still not working. So right now what I'm trying to do is I have a dropper down here that's supposed to drop a new pair of shears as soon as I hit that. And it is not doing that, and it dropped them right here because I think this block is in the way. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make this work. Maybe if I just move it up a block. And we'll try one more time. Let's see if we can get this to work. It already popped in. All right, that is not what's supposed to happen. It's because this pressure plate powers that, and then they pop up and they go into my hand before I can get the shears into the item frame. That's the issue. So I got to figure out how to fix that. What I've got here is the ability to trigger this when the shears go into the item frame. So maybe I was gonna maybe just put them down one, but then it gets ahead of me. Oh boy. Well, the farm appears to be done. I think everything is working well, so we're going to sit here and go ahead and farm some vines for a bit, and we'll see if our little shears swapper at the back end of the farm works the way it's supposed to in just a little bit. Here comes the moment of truth in the shear swap over. So we put those there, we get a new pair, and then, boom, they get blown right off that item frame. So we'll go ahead and keep floating around. Now, this first pass, the vines weren't really grown, all kinds of stuff. We only got about 50 vines, so that's not quite a stack there, but it is enough to get us started. And, of course, I don't want to keep going around and around and around here just in the wide open, because although I've got a lot of this space lit up, there's still going to be plenty of mobs coming out and around and finding us. So I do want to be cautious with that. So I think we'll add a collection system somewhere so when my inventory, or if my inventory ever fills up, it'll run around into some hoppers at some point. But I think this vine farm is going to work pretty darn well for us, getting the vines for the mossy cobble and mossy stone brick that we're looking for. So this farm is going to work for us. Solid. I have returned to the Nether, and this project has kind of been forgotten. I need to come back to the Nether Hub and get this really going. We're spending a lot more time at the fortresses and at the looking for warped forests and things like that. So it would be really helpful to go ahead and get some pathways to the places that we're using most frequently, and to go ahead and get this design fixed up. I left this place because I was needing these end rods. That was several episodes ago, and I just haven't gotten back to it. So I do need to come back and finish up this project at some point. But today we are here for a slightly different reason, and I think maybe we'll go off in this direction to begin with.
I'm not a huge fan of having all of these lava lakes around me right now for what we're working on. So maybe if we head actually over towards where the fortress is, I think there's some good land we can use over there. Yeah, so what I'm really looking for is this nether waste. Oh no. I've been looking for this nether waste biome just because it's a little bit different room here, and I wanted to be digging through netherrack instead of basalt or anything like that. I feel a little bit safer coming up out of them and everything, but we are going to go ahead and start digging down, cautiously of course, until we get to Y level 15, and you may see in my inventory some TNT. Folks, it's time for us to go ahead and get kitted up with some netherite. We're going to go netherite mining here. That's part of the reason that I put the gunpowder farm together, was so that we would have unlimited TNT for this. So let's check our Y level. We're at 27 right now, so we are almost there. And we've got a little room set up here now for us, just in case we need to leave anything behind. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a chest here. Drop some of these more valuable blocks in here, and we're going to dig straight out in this direction for a while. Then we'll place all of our TNT and we'll start blowing some stuff up. Well, we'll see how this goes, and if this doesn't work out, then we'll make adjustments the next time. I'm going to go ahead and back up a good amount here. Got that flame bow happening. And yes, it is going to trigger here, which is... that is great, although it's not creating quite the hole that I was expecting. I was thinking that we might have a little bit more vertical space here. And now we'll just wander through and see what we can find. Well, first go was a little bit of a bust, but we'll go ahead and head in a different direction now down this hallway. And we'll do something a little bit different with the TNT as well, because obviously what I set up there wasn't quite the right spacing. Hey, we found our first ancient debris in, at least in this. I think we've already found one. Let's see. Yeah, I do already have, I think, one. I can't remember. Did I find that in a bastion, maybe? And so, but hey, that's great. You know what I didn't do when we first started this was I didn't check my chunk border, and I should be on a very specific chunk border. So after this one, we'll go ahead and get aligned right so that we can increase our chances of finding this lovely, lovely ancient debris. And there we've got another one. And it looks like we have another one. Hey, this has been a pretty successful run right here. There's a lava lake at the very beginning that gave me a little bit of a headache, but worth it when we pick up a couple more. What was this? 3 more ancient debris? 4 more ancient debris. Amazing. Let's see what happens this time. I have done a little bit extra preparation with the explosions here, hopefully. We'll set some things off and create some more openings for us. Yep, we've already got one exposed there. So with that, I got on the chunk border here. You can see that I've got it open. And I actually went right down the edge, and then I set a TNT off over in this direction, and I set one off over in this direction as well. So not necessarily super efficient. Took a little bit of extra time to get the TNT actually set, but you can see that we created a much larger space to move around in, and we did get ourselves another ancient debris. What you're seeing here is what I'm continuing to run into in this space, in this area, and it is what I fully kind of anticipated, given all of the lava lakes that are around our nether. J-Boy Crew and I continually talk about how our nether spawn really kind of stinks. It is not great.
And this is one more. Oh, hey, another one. This is just one more example why it really kind of stinks. There's so many lava lakes around here that it's making work like this very challenging. So we're just going to keep plugging. Oh, man. What? Sweet. Anyway, we're just going to keep plugging away at it. Man, that makes me want to go back over here and make sure that there's not another one here. Ho! Ho! Ha! Whew! Come on. Be smarter. Be smarter. I have almost a full stack of TNT down this hallway here, so I'm going to go ahead and back up just a little bit more. Oh no, it stopped. Oh no, we got one over here too. But hey, we've already got at least one piece of ancient debris there. Let's go ahead and light up the next round. 2, 3 more. Oh my goodness, this is excellent right here. Oh, I got them too far apart, it looks like. Darn, this I thought would have been sweet. Oh my gosh. Look at all of the ancient debris down here, you guys. This, again, was a great run right here. Holy cow. All right. So, wow. This is fantastic. Friends, this has been such a lucrative ancient debris finding mission. My goodness. We've got to be close to 20 already. I don't feel like it's been that long. I bet maybe a couple of hours I've been at this total. I mean, we're already at 17 right now. That's going to make 18. Plus, I don't know for sure how many we've got back at our beginning place. I know I've got some in a chest down there, so we'll head back up there soon and see what we've got total. Well, there may be some ancient debris somewhere in that lava lake, but I am not prepared to hunt it down right now. I have no interest in placing all of those blocks to cover that, and certainly don't have any fire resist potions or anything. Time to head back. Let's see how much we've got total and make a decision on what we're going to do next. We are up to 22 ancient debris here, and that is a pretty darn good number for now. One of the things, though, that I would like to do is go find a place with less lava. I don't know if this is just going really well or if they've changed the rates of ancient debris. But look at this screenshot right here. 3, that's either a 1 or a 2, and then another 3 down there. Like, this is just fantastic. I am super pleased with our mining operation here today. Could not be more happy. If we keep going like this, we are going to be done mining ancient debris for a little while here, and super pumped about the quantities that I'm getting. Yeah, that's another 2. Yeah, it's another 2 and another 3 down the way. Just absolutely incredible. I mean, we've got, what was it, 22 in the chest already, and we're going to be at another 21 here. And I think I've only done 22. Oh my gosh, another one right there. I have not even checked very carefully because we're getting so much that I really haven't even checked very carefully. I can't believe that I just barely caught this one. So that's going to put us at another 22. We're going to be at 44 total ancient debris here in, oh, I bet this is, I may have been at this for 2 hours. Maybe a total of 2 hours. So this, I feel like these rates are really good, and I'm really pleased. Folks, are you kidding me right now? I mean, this is just a ridiculous amount of ancient debris I feel like we're getting here. Oh my gosh. Please don't die. Oh, that could have been real dumb on my part. Whew. Up to 23 already. Oh, this poor zombified piglin. I feel bad. Ooh. I think we've met our match in terms of lava lakes yet again, so we're going to head back 23. I think we're up to 45 ancient debris here. Maybe we'll come back again sometime soon, do a little bit more netherite or ancient debris mining, and bring some potions and things like that so that we can really do this thing right. So we had what we needed at the vine farm to at least get started over here on the texturing of this area, and I've got it started. We can take a closer look at things as we get up in here. We got several things going on here, and I'm not really happy about it. So I think I'm probably going to have to redo this again. I think the reason that this is now not really grabbing me, and I can talk to you about it kind of on the staircase is where I realized it. So at some point, there stopped being like a dominant block, if that makes sense. And there's maybe too many variants now in here, and I need to make some choices. So when I was doing the staircase, I got to a point where like it was cobble and stone brick, and then andesite, and then smooth stone, and all the way up. And you can see that I took the smooth stone out, and I kind of like the look of it better. And the other rule then that I lived by was that I had to have at least one stone brick on each level, and that kind of helped things out as well. So now stone brick becomes the dominant staircase, and you've got some worn cobbled and some really worn, some really worn stairs, or at least that's kind of what it looks like, right, with the andesite. So that helped there. In the other places of the farm, like this space here, there's the stone brick feels like the dominant brick or dominant block, but then I'm just not really happy with how I've got the andesite and smooth stone kind of wrapped in here. So I just want to rethink this a little bit. I think maybe I go back to starting with the stone brick and then work in some of the mossy stone and then some andesite. I don't know that I want to leave the smooth stone in this wall here. I think I went too far with the texturing, tried to get too many variants of things in here, and I just don't think they're all working together. And I think what's probably going to come out is the cobblestone. I feel like the stairs need to be dominated by the brick, the stone brick, because this is a machined kind of block, right? Like that's what I'm thinking of, is that the story here is that we've made those blocks, so we're going to use a more machined looking block, and then you've got maybe the smooth stone, which would be natural, so we left it and then put the stairs around there, and maybe the andesite as well is either natural or a little bit worn or whatever. So well, I'm going to get back to this and see what I think, but I'm going to focus right now on getting the crops actually planted here. Folks, I totally forgot that we have to have a smithing template now to upgrade to netherite, so we're going to go get that done. So we're going to go run around a bastion, see if we can find ourselves a netherite upgrade template. Fortunately, we have several bastions within reach here. The first one is right over here, and I do not know if it has been raided by anyone yet. I know that I've been over here stealing blackstone, but I have not done any, looked for any chests or anything like that. So let's see what we can find down in here. Boom, netherite upgrade right there. Oh yeah, I've made people really mad now. As long as they can't get over here, I don't care. Now all we need is some diamonds and some netherrack to put the smithing template, make copies of the smithing template rather, so we can get 7. Oh, it makes 2. Okay, this is the first time I've ever copied a smithing template, so we can get ourselves a whole mess of these guys here. 8. Is that right? That doesn't feel like the right number, but I'll take our word for it. Oh, I get it. Oh, this is the right number. It consumes the smithing template that we use here, so we do only get 1 more. So it is just a single duplication. That's That math checks out. Cover me in debris. There's our helmet, and let's go ahead and put on our chest plate because let's look like a completely netherite decked out dude. That is awesome. It is exciting to be covered in netherite, and let's put our netherite pick in our hand as well. That is fantastic. I'm going to head out to the Enderman farm, enchant this up in maybe a little bit different way, and then we're going to come back and finish up with one more build over here that I want to get started and get finished up so that we can start getting some emeralds and start our villager setup in earnest. All right, the final build for today is done. Let's run over and take a look at it. Some other detailing and final kind of touches to put on it at some point, but here is our farmer's home. What we've got here is his house. You walk into the kitchen, again, sparsely detailed, but that's fine. You head down the hallway and you find his sparsely detailed bedroom as well, but at least it's a safe place for our farmer to be. Out here, we've got some composters with some bushes growing in them, right? So some pots with some bushes growing, a couple flowers. May add a couple more of these too tall flowers at some point. We'll chat about why that is soon. And then over here, we've got a little outdoor space. I'm trying to get him to stop planting it. Trying to figure out the right thing to put here so that the farmer won't get through. And maybe this is the right thing, but to drop something down from the top, I don't know yet. We've got a little tree here. I got a lantern up in there for right now, but a little tree that's growing that the farmer is cultivating. Maybe it's some sort of fruit tree that he's working on. I don't know. And then into the little bit of a greenhouse area here with some trees that he is growing, some saplings that he's hoping to cultivate at some point, some flowers over here. I might change this planter up. And then, of course, a little plot of land here with some grow lights over the top of them. And then over in the corner, again, an azalea tree, an oak sapling, some sea pickles that he's working with, maybe an open pot and a cactus. We got a barrel here for storage and some good stuff. On the backside here is this is the backside of the furnace. So we've got the chimney that runs outside, and it runs up the top there and kind of comes out a little bit of a strange angle. And I think that's what I kind of want to do with the chimneys in this space. Anything that's got a chimney, I want it to be kind of strange and whimsical. So I may move that out the other way. And we're going to continue to work on this chimney, or we're going to come adjust this chimney at some point so that it kind of curves out. Almost, in my mind, it's a little Dr. Seussian, a little bit of a Dr. Seuss kind of feel. A little whimsical as opposed to utilitarian. But that is our farmer's living quarters. And we're going to go ahead and continue with the moss to greenify this area and get rid of the brown and the grays. That's going to help the front of the farmer's house kind of pop. I originally had these colors inverted and then went, wait a second, if we make all that green, that's not going to come and pop out at all. So that'll be good. And I have some plans for our farming area over there in the next episode that I think are going to be kind of fun. I think we're done for this episode. We have done quite a bit today, and I am really pleased with the progress that we've made. I don't think I mentioned that I added the lights. You can see these little light posts that I've added throughout the farmland to keep the light levels high. I think I want to put one more hobbit hole on that side of the mountain over there, and I don't know if we're going to get to that next time or not. So I think if we put too many more along that side, it's going to get really busy. So maybe one down in this area just above the potatoes. We could maybe put one up higher in the mountain, but that's going to be a little bit more challenging. I may save that for a special use case. I don't know what for. But then we're going to come down over here with some of our other villagers and split our path, or with some of our other hobbit holes. We'll split our path off this way and put some of our other villagers then down over in this section. So lots of things to do, lots of progress to be made, and of course plenty of other farms to build as well. Looking forward to it. Until the next time we are in this world together, I hope you stay happy, hope you stay healthy, and I'll see you.